What's up guys, this is Sean Tan and welcome to another episode of the iherng podcast, and today we will answer a question on an email by Adli Shahiran, right? Hi Sean, my name is Adli. I have just recently purchased a rumah whip at Sri Rampai, which is due to be completed somewhere around mid 2021, next year lah. Currently I'm saving around 1k per month for furnishing my unit. Question 1. I was just wondering what is the range of cost for a total renovation for hiring interior design on an 800 square feet condo. Question 2. And if I have a budget of 20,000, do you think it's enough to have my unit fully furnished? So Ali also sent me the floor layout, which is a 3-bedroom unit, 800 square feet. What would be the cost of ID? Okay, first of all, thank you very much Adli for the question, and I think it's relevant, right? So I think I covered this topic before, but let's do a revision. Basically, if you were to furnish your unit today, there's actually a few ways to do it. Number 1, DIY. Number 2, get contractors, right? Number 3, get ID designers. And this is in accordance to your budget. Let's say my budget is unlimited. I have no question for budget, right? I got whatever you want to spend, you spend lah, right? Then I'll get for an ID, because the range for ID, right, is almost limitless. That's why a lot of developers show units, right, don't make sense one. The unit that costs 600,000 in actual, right, they spend 300,000 on ID design. Because I've been there. A pillowcase, right, can worth 3,000 one because it's a designer pillowcase. So that's one. Interior design, professional interior designers, where they come to you, speak to you, right? And you have the full service. They will check with you like, oh, what kind of requirement of style you need, what kind of space that you need to manifest for your own well-being, right? Then what kind of mood that you like, then what's the lighting like, what's this, what's that. But the thing is, it's very, very lengthy because there's a lot of discussion to be conducted before the actual drawing is out. Then you procure, you order all the materials, then they even manage a project for you. Okay, so that's limitless. Let's say in this case 300,000. Back to the second one, which is contractors, main contractors. This is very handy if you know what you want. Let's say you bought this rumah whip. There's no kitchen one, most probably. Then I will need a solid surface top. I don't want those timber type one. I want a stone furnish. Then you get a contractor. So contractors are very, very good in terms of wet works. Wet works meaning like sometimes I want to hack this a little bit, only to hack that a little bit, need to add on very solid stuff, right? That involves cement, painting, plaster, all this kind of thing. The price actually varies in accordance to material. But the bad thing about contractors is they want to complete the job as fast as possible. And the design input is actually almost zero. You'll be very lucky if you find a contractor that can actually talk design. So in this case, I think it's around 50 to 18,000 for a 3-bedroom. And 3 bedrooms, right, if you look at it, what kind of things that you want to do to the apartment, because mainly the main cost, right, is only kitchen that is only applicable for contractors, which is the wet works lah. Because basically there's nothing much to do in a condo one. So then we go to the third one, which is the DIY. Then you can go from, we even tried like last time for Lazada, right? It's really cheap. Like for a 3-bedroom, all mattresses, living room all furnished and stuff, right? Around your budget, 20,000. But in this case, right, a lot of people think that yes, 20,000. What they don't take into account is your time and your weekends and your day offs. The main hassle that I've experienced myself will be to receive all the items and deliveries, and never-ending coordination between your contractors and your management. Meaning that 20,000 plus your time. If you were to engage contractors, you will be the designer, and then you will have the ID designer, which actually manage everything for you. So there's only 3 elements to furnishing a home, which is your time, number 1. Number 2, it's your design sense. Number 3 is actually your budget. Okay? Time, design sense, budget. If you do it yourself, you are the designer, you must use your time, budget, then you save more lor. But then if you engage a contractor, you do some yourself, you save some time in comparison to doing yourself. Design work still, you need to do everything. You need to tell the contractor exactly what you want. If not, they will do as they wish. Then the budget is slightly higher, you're actually compensating some of your time with money lah. And last of all, if you engage ID designers, there's actually 2 types. Number 1 is they only provide you drawings. That's about it. Another type will be project management. It means that you just sit at home, do nothing. I just report to you every now and then you pay money every now and then. So those are the 3 types of engagement that is in the market lah. And just because I work in the makeover, guys, I'm very thorough with all these kind of processes, and we are actually slot in between contractors and interior designers, because our one kind of considered fast fashion or fast interior design, fast forward interior design. It means that whatever you take, right, whatever team that you choose, within 30 working days, then it's actually completed. Right, you don't have to spend a lot of time in terms of ID designing process. You don't have to coordinate the work between contractors, as our team will actually manage it. So with 20 over 1,000, I think you can actually go to the Makeover Guys website and you can get a free consultation first. I would suggest you to get a consultation and you tell them that, okay, my budget is 20 over 1,000, can it work or not? It means that once you engage us, you pay like the deposit already, right? You wait for 30 days. So I would suggest you to visit the Facebook page and send an inquiry, right, for the Makeover Guys, and you just say that, oh, I saw Sean Tan's video, then I'm interested. Then they will know what to do already. But I just realized one main question that I didn't ask is the usage of the property, because if it's for own use, right, then I think it's fine lah. But if it's for investment, right, then you got to balance between the rental returns against the cost that you're going to cough out. So it means that, let's say if I were to rent out empty, it's 1,000. If I were to rent out partial, it's 1,200. If I were to fully furnish designer, like 1,500, right? So I would need to balance in between the data of the money installment and things like that. So the strategy consultants in the Makeover Guys will also help you conduct that study and analysis. Just tell them lah. So I think that's all, Adli. Thank you very much again for the question. And I think this problem also a lot of people have, and I think I sekaligus help all of you lor. And for others who still have any real estate related questions, do just email me at taniherng@gmail.com, or you can just Instagram me at iherng. Okay, thank you very much. See you guys on the next one. Ciao.